straight up, do I think that paid ads tank your organic reach? I do not believe that that's the case. I believe that organic performance and paid performance do sit separately to a degree, but I do think there's a couple of reasons why it might feel that way. Stop and don't spend another single cent on advertising until you listen to this. I'm Marianne Amies. This is Ready, Set, Paid Ads, digital marketing for paid ad success. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of Ready, Set, Paid Ads. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today, we're going to talk about paid ads and organic reach. I hear this a lot, and I was at a conference about a month ago, and a lady was speaking on paid digital products and about advertising them to gain traction and to gain sales. And one of the questions that she received was, does paying for ads actually tank your organic reach? So I wanted to dive into that today and just unpack a little bit of the truths, a little bit of the myths, and also what you can do to work around that and to look at how to maximize your paid and your organic when you're running them at the same time. So straight up, do I think that paid ads tank your organic reach? I do not believe that that's the case. I believe that organic performance and paid performance do sit separately to a degree, but I do think there's a couple of reasons why it might feel that way. So the first reason it might feel like it's your paid ads that are tanking your organic reach is that if you're running your ads at a high frequency and you are targeting your existing followers, or your target market for those ads either very much mirrors the people that are in your existing followership, or you're using actual built audiences of your email marketing or of your web traffic or of your Instagram followers, then I feel like what could happen, which could be a knock-on effect, is that when you're running those ads and Meta is displaying that content in the feed as a sponsored post, you might be getting the engagement on that sponsored post. And when they say scroll down a little bit further and your organic post comes up, they may be less likely to engage with it because they feel like they've just engaged with you. And as that individual organic post gets less engagement, it naturally gets less reach. So it could be a fact that your targeting is too close to your organic, and therefore some of your organic is not getting the engagement because it's been grabbed up in the paid engagement that might be being prioritized. So it's about content prioritization. I don't see it as Meta metering your organic reach so that you will pay more to get it. I actually just see it as what is happening for the individual in their feed that they're consuming. And that does really come down to your audience segmentation, which is the next point. It will definitely feel like your organic reach is being affected by your ads if your audience segmentation is too close or is mirroring too close to your organic followership. And I think where paid ads can really make the difference for us is firstly lookalikes. So instead of focusing on our actual followers and web traffic and email list, actually ask the platform to find us people that look like them. And what that does, it means that the platform is looking at all the psychographic, qualitative, all the soft information about your followers at scale to identify trends. So you might be a florist, but at scale, your current followership is also really into candles. So Facebook goes out and finds more people that are into candles, shows them your florist posts and ads, and they actually start to convert because there's a similarity or there's a known behavior. Similarly, you might be a gym and Facebook identifies that there's a real pattern of liking Lorna Jane. And so it now will show your ads in front of more people in that demographic profile that you've indicated that also like Lorna Jane. And when we talk about these lookalike audiences, we don't get told what the findings are, I guess, through privacy. It's more that it mines that data. It looks for trends. It looks for, groupings and segmentations itself. And then it uses that data to find you more people. The other reason sometimes that you can feel like your organic is tanking when you've got paid ads is purely from the algorithm as it is. If your ad is performing really well and your organic isn't, it may actually be that you need to learn a bit from your ad strategy and look at that on your organic, or it may actually be that you need to attract more of your like-minded customers or ideal client to your organic so that you have the right followers that actually engage with the messaging that you're putting out. Often, if your organic isn't doing well and you're following that strategy quite closely with your paid, you'll find your paid isn't doing well. So rather than the algorithm working against your organic because you have paid running, it may actually say more just about your organic strategy or indeed your content strategy overall. And that's where your paid is working because you're paying to push it out, whereas your organic isn't working because without that paid acceleration, it actually isn't what people want. I was in a meeting the other day with a retail store, and the store manager said to me, we boost a lot of posts. And basically what I do is if a post goes well organically, I leave it. And if a post doesn't do well organically, I boost it. And I thought, okay, so the platform's telling you that this post isn't what your followers want. So you are paying to force it down their throats, essentially. We have to really lean in to what our audience wants. And if your right audience isn't organically following you, paid can be the place to test and learn what your dream client wants and then attract them to follow you. So when you post that content organically, you're going to get that reach and get that engagement. I think that there are three good reasons why it might seem like your paid ads are actually tanking your organic reach. When I think about it, I often think that paid strategy actually boosts your organic reach. And I do see a lot of this. And it's for a couple of different reasons. So firstly, when we're running paid ads, we are generally attracting more eyeballs on the account. So often when you view a great ad in your feed, you want to know more about that business before you engage, before you click to the website or before you download the offer or buy the thing. So you might click through to the profile and have a look, or you might follow from the ad itself. Often on the ad itself, it tells you if you're not following someone and gives you that opportunity to do so. By running ads and bringing more of the right people to our accounts, we actually get that boost. The other way is by putting out paid ads and having more people engage with them. You are giving more signals to the platform about what good content looks like for your business and the sorts of people that like to engage. And that can have that halo glow to organic. And even if somebody comes from a paid ad and looks at one organic post and engages with it, those signals tell the platform that this post is valuable and we should show it to more people. So we always say when you're running paid, it's a great time to have a great organic presence because you are naturally putting more eyeballs on that account. And we want them to see an ad and experience you and then come to your organic and really feel that consistency and that alignment. Because if I run an amazing ad and I click over to the organic and it's crappy or there's nothing there or it's completely disconnected, those trust and credibility factors, they shoot down and then people can be trepidatious about taking that next step. I don't know if you've ever been served an ad where you actually click and there's no profile associated with it. You might be on Instagram and it's like, this profile only has a Facebook page, or you might be on Facebook and you click and there's like nothing. I instantly just go, oh, my break's gone, because I think, well, this is just some company that's popped up from God knows where and put up an ad. Am I ready to buy from them? Do I trust them? Would I put my credit card details into that website? So I think the power of your organic when you're paying to run ads is really working to qualify and back up all those promises that you're making in the paid sense. And the other thing to think about is how you can learn from organic and push it into paid. We have seen this year organic style creative really start to outperform your super curated, super designed adsy looking ads. There's been this kind of backlash against anything that looks like an ad, and how can we make ads not look like ads and feel organic. Again, I've talked about that push through from TikTok and how it's affecting and shaping the other channels, and I guess shaking off some of that rigidness and performance art and all those sorts of things, and making us want to connect in real, organic, unfiltered, less of that polished aesthetic. And we're seeing that, especially in e-commerce, brands are seeing that rather than the perfect influencer going through their daily routine with that product, it's more that user-generated content of the average person making a pretty rough and ready video testimonial. So it's that real feeling. And so, another great way to flip this on its head, rather than thinking about your organic being tanked by paid, use your organic as the testing ground for creative to save you in paid. So what is performing well for you organically, push that through paid, and then certainly look to create more iterations of it for paid so you can test more and more. And if something's performing organically, that's almost like the green light or if we can prove without spending against it that the platform is pushing it out, it's getting reach, it's getting clicks, it's getting engagement. To me, you've cracked the code on what works for your business, and what you need to do is push forward with that and really double down on it. So as we move through this year, I think things like, say, Black Friday, for example, whereas before hyper designed, flashing gifts and things like that, now we're thinking about how do we make this organic style, but through the lens of save this or grab a deal or bundle this. And I think we'll see that go straight through into Christmas as well, and likely to continue on for a while. So thinking about all our key messages, what is the organic execution that's going to get cut through? What is working for you organically? How do you swing that now into paid ads? So rather than thinking about paid ads tanking your organic, flip that on its head. How can your organic inform your ads and make them more profitable? So yeah, I think it's an interesting one to unpack. I definitely hear it a lot. And from my camp, I'd definitely be saying it doesn't tank your organic reach. I think that it can definitely teach you a lot for organic, and organic can teach you a lot for paid. So I hope that one's helped you out. Feel free to jump on over at Instagram or TikTok or LinkedIn and find me. And I'd love to hear any questions, any myths you want debunked, anything that just doesn't make sense and you'd love to know the answer to. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. That's a wrap on another episode of Ready, Set, Paid Ads. If you're looking for done-for-you services, training to upskill you in ads management, or free and paid resources to help you plan and execute better ads, head to wiseupmarketing.com.au. If you've loved this episode, be sure to subscribe for future episodes. And if you know someone that would love this podcast too, go on and share it.